Hey there! So today I'm going to be showing you my most basic of basic makeup looks that I do when I'm not going out, when I'm not trying to impress people, when I'm pretty much just going to be home or doing some errands. This is what I do. But if you want to see this very basic look, then please keep watching. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is put on my primer. The primer that I've been using most recently is the Stila One Step Correct. It's the one with all the swirls of the different colors in it. I love this primer. It works so good. I've been using it probably for about 2 years now, so I'm just going to put that all over my face. And I just washed my face. Honestly, I don't really notice the color correcting difference that it says it has. And then I do have some larger pores just around this area of my face. So I'm going to use I have got this tiny little sample from Sephora. The last time I went, it's the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. And I just put that, like I said, right here. So I like to press this primer in. Just pat it in. So I don't really use foundation. I mostly just use concealer. This concealer that I'm using is a Mary Kay concealer. I actually sell Mary Kay mostly to my mom and her work friends. But I do really like this concealer. It's the Perfecting Concealer in Light Ivory. So I just put this under my eyes, and I don't really go that crazy with it because my biggest problem areas are under my eyes, I think. And I do have one little tiny pimple right down on my chin, which is where I tend to break out the most. And then I do get a little redder around my nose. And then just a few rando stripes around my face. And I'll also put a couple little dabs of the Maybelline Age Rewind in the brightening one. Just eyes, a couple dots on my nose, some on my forehead and on my chin. Then I take my Real Techniques Beauty Sponge and just start to blend that out around my face. I also use concealer as the base for my eyeshadows as well. And honestly, I've never found a concealer that does not crease under my eyes. Every concealer I've ever used creases under my eyes. No matter what concealer I use, my concealer always settles into my lines under my eyes, no matter what primer I use either. So, and also, I don't really believe in primer. Like, I've never noticed a primer making my makeup last longer throughout the day. I think it was, Raw Beauty Christy, that she doesn't believe in primers, wear primers. So yeah, I just do to get a little color balance on my face. Then I'll go in with my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, which everyone and their mother uses. And I think I got this brush from Walmart. I don't know what brush it is. It doesn't even have a name. I've had it for God knows how long, as I can remember. And I don't bake because I already have very dry skin, and I find that baking just makes my under eyes even more crepey and dry and gross. So tap it off and just go under my eyes. And I'll set the concealer that's on top of my eyelids as well. Then I go in and do my eyebrows. what I've been using lately, I have this tiny little baby sample of an Anastasia Brow Wiz in dark brown. And I use this e.l.f. Lash and Brow Wand to comb my brows out. I usually use this Anastasia brow powder, but the one I have is an auburn because I just recently dyed my hair this purple pink color with dark brown roots, so this really doesn't work for me. I kind of still like this darker ashier brown shade on my brows, but I'm kind of starting to like this pencil. I've never used pencil on my brows. I've always been a powder kind of gal. And I don't fill my brows in any crazy way either. I just kind of go through filling these little sparse areas. And just give them a little comb. And I probably do this like 2 or 3 times until I get them exactly how I want them. I have this one spot in my brows that, I don't know, does anybody else have this problem that it just won't, no product latches on to just this one area in my brows? It just won't pick up any product no matter what I use. Powder, pencil. And there's that brow as good as she gonna get today. And for some reason, my left eyebrow is always better than my right eyebrow. But I find that doing my left brow is harder because I have to be in a real awkward position to do my left. I don't know. Am I crazy? Probably. Okay. And they're definitely not twins. Lord knows. Also, I feel like this eyebrow's like tail doesn't go out as far as this eyebrow's tail. I don't know. Is it that noticeable? I think it is. But, you know, I feel like we also always notice things about ourselves that other people are just like, really? No one notices that? Get over yourself. No one looks at your face that hard. Okay. So that's that with my brows. I'm just going to lay them down with some Anastasia Clear Brow Gel. Now, I feel like my first makeup videos, hell, let's be honest, I feel like my makeup videos are just going to be the most awkward things until I really get used to talking to the camera, because, like, honestly, I don't know how people do this. Like, talking to the camera, not an easy thing. Alright, so then I'm going to just set the rest of my face makeup with this Mary Kay powder. I think it's probably the lightest shade. I don't love this powder. It's a powder foundation, I think. I just use it because I don't have anything else right now. So then, after all of my face is set, I will move on to my eyes. I'm not going to do anything like crazy because the only thing I'm doing today, I'm probably going to bake some stuff, and that's probably it. So, I don't feel like wearing a cake face of makeup while I'm baking. Also, I hate the feel of powder on my face. So, after I put powder on my face, I always go back over and just pounce my face with a damp, real damp beauty blender. Because I feel like the real dampness of it kind of re-soaks this powder back up. I don't know, I can feel the powder on my face. And I'm not a fan. So the eyeshadow palette I'm going to be using today is my Lorac Unzipped palette. It's one of my favorite palettes. First, I'm just going to go in with Undercover, the very lightest shade in the palette. I'm just going to put that all over my lid, my brow bone, everything. I'm never gonna be the real YouTuber because I'm so awkward. So next I'm going to go in with this color Unconditional as a transition color in my crease on this Cosmetics, I don't know. Cosmetics C4153, I don't know if that's right. It's the really large It Cosmetics blending brush. And there's no rhyme or reason. I have no rhyme or reason to this. I'm just throwing it in my crease. Throwing it around. And then I'm going to go in with Unspoken. And I'm just going to kind of put that a little bit neater than I just put Unconditional. Just kind of focusing right on the outer corner. And then a blendy. I always have to look at myself in the mirror to make sure that, like, I'm even. Because I feel like I just do my makeup so sloppily that I'm like, whatever. It'll be fine. As long as I blend it enough, it'll all look fine. And then I'm going to take this Luxie brush, this Luxie 211 concealer brush. I don't use this for concealer. I use this. It's a really skinny brush. I use it for packing on like glittery metallic colors. I'm gonna go into Unreal. I'm gonna use that as my lead shade. And like I did a 5 of my most favorite eyeshadow palettes video, and I said I don't think this is the same consistency as the normal Lorac Pro shades, but I still really love this palette. But I don't know, like with the regular Lorac Pro palettes, I feel like the metallic shades I can dip my brush in and it's like boom as soon as I put it on my lip. But I feel like with these are a little bit, I don't know, tougher, harder to like get payoff, but they're still really pigmented. I don't know if that makes any sense. Probably not. I'm going to do my lower lash line. I'm going to use a little bit of Unconditional. Again, my first transition shade. I'm trying real hard to keep my mouth closed because I totally do that thing that everybody else does. Then I'm going to use this little pencil brush. It's another It Cosmetics brush. Number 125 is the Smoky Liner brush. I'm going to dip it into the Unreal shade. I feel like the inner third, I guess, of my lower lash line, kind of just to give it a little more pop. I'm going to just take my finger and undercover and kind of pop it right into the inner corners, just to kind of make me look alive and like I care about life. Anastasia. This is the original OG. It's also very beaten up contour kit on this Real Technique, don't know, Real Techniques big buffy brush. I feel like a lot of people would use this as a foundation brush. Not I, because I don't do things like normal people do. I think I have seen somebody use this as a bronzer brush, and that's why I use it as a bronzer brush. And since I'm not really, like I said, doing anything today except for baking and making some salsa balls, I'm not gonna like go crazy. And now I'm gonna use this Makeup Geek blush in XOXO. Very pretty, very pink. And I'm going to use it with this Real Techniques blush brush. And like really one tap, like 1 to 2 taps with your brush and this blush. Very pigmented. And now my last step is mascara. I also use Mary Kay's mascara. I love this mascara. It's the ultimate mascara. The Mary Kay Ultimate Mascara. Great. It makes my lashes great. So anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. And subscribe. Don't even think about it. Cause someday soon your life is gonna change. You'll see the magic of this good old day. No. Video probably isn't even gonna see the light of day, so it doesn't matter how shit it is. I'm just making this real hard on myself, ain't I? Good job, Mariah. Also talk slower because, like, God knows when you're editing you can't cut your shit out. Okay, thank you. So thank you for watching. I've been Mariah. The fuck?